So in today's session, what we will do, we will try to simulate and execute whatever different VHDL designs, VHDL codes that we have learned up till now. We will try to simulate that using Xilinx ISC simulator. Okay. So in case of VHDL as well as Verilog, there are many tools available. There is Vivado, it is also available. Then Spartan has their own simulation models. Okay, but Xilinx is a kind of one of the standard tool used for the VHDL design and VHDL system programming. Okay, so we will use that only. So first, what we will do, we will execute the first experiment, that is full adder, right? Then half adder. Okay. Now, all of you have now aware of the VHDL code of full adder and half adder. Am I right? So what we will do, we will try to simulate that a simple code of full adder and half adder. Okay. Now, what is the process? How to actually use that ISC simulator, Xilinx ISC simulator, that I will explain you today. So please uh, attend this lecture with full concentration and sincerity so that you can able to use this Xilinx ISC tool later on also. Okay. Now, okay. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, first you need to install this Xilinx. Okay, so in my desktop it is already installed. So when you click on the icon of that Xilinx, so you will get this first window. Okay, you will get this startup window. So here you can see different previous projects. Okay, different files, different tools, different icons in the task menu, and different options for the save and all that for simulation purpose. So this is a startup window. So to begin with any new project, okay, now first we will execute full adder. Okay, so to begin with any new project, what you're supposed to do, first click on this file that I guess it is difficult to zoom in this startup window. It is a software, but try to zoom in your screen, okay, so that you can have a better look. So first you need to click on a file. There at very top, the first option you will find is the new project. Okay, so you need to click on this new project. Once you click on this new project, it will ask you which new project you want to create. Okay, so first we will give, you can give that any name. We will give full adder. Okay, I have given here name. Then it will create one folder at this location in a C drive, in a user folder, Acer desktop VLSI experiment 2 full adder. So this folder will get created, and of course top level source you have to select HDL only. It is by default there. You have to click next. You have to click next and finish. Okay. Now here you can see this new project folder has been created, right there. Now you need to check, first of all, while you are executing any VHDL program, you should select this implementation. Okay, there are two actually options, implementation and simulation. Okay, to write a VHDL code, you should select the implementation, and to execute, then you have to shift to the simulation part. Okay, but here actually we are writing the code. So first of all, we will select the implementation. Now, next what to do? You have this folder created, full adder. This is the file. Now you have to right click on this folder, and there one pop-up window will get, and you have to here new source, right? What you need to do here, you have to add new source. Now this you will get this one window in front of you. Okay, this window in front of you. Again, I will repeat. First, you have to select new project. Okay, then your view should be implementation. Then after creating that new project, you will get this full adder, or this name is given by me. You can mention any name. You can create your name also, right? You can type Sagar full adder, or you can create this new project by your name also. No problem. To create new project, you can give or you can mention any name. That doesn't matter. Then after creating this folder, you have to right click on that folder, right? Or the project that you have created. There you have to select option new source. That means not, we have to now add that source to that project. So once you select that new source, this window will get in front of you. Okay. Now here actually you have to give name to that source. Okay, what code we are writing here? Full adder. So I will give the name full add. Okay, first I have to give to name to my source. Okay, which program I am executing? It is a full adder, so I have to give here name full add. Okay, this is also up to you which name you are giving. Here also you can mention full underscore add or full add 123, any name of your choice. It's a kind of entity name we are setting here, right? It's a kind of entity name. आपण जे VHDL प्रोग्राम मध्ये जे entity name द्यायचो ते इथे देतोय आपण. This file name is nothing but your entity name. आपण जेव्हा कोड डिस्कस करायचो, सी again I have to shift to window. Okay, all of you have clear with the programs, right? You have written programs in your ISC paper also. So after library, you are mentioning the entity name, right? So in this practical software, this name, whatever name you will mention here, it will appear as your entity name. This will appear as your entity name. And as I told you, for entity, you can choose any name. For entity, you can choose any name. So this is your entity name, right? Then which language we are using? Which language we are using? VHDL, right? So you have to select a VHDL module. There are many options: schematic, then Verilog module, Verilog test picture, VHDL module, VHDL library, VHDL package, and VHDL test bench. So here we are not writing a test bench. Here we are writing a main code. So here you have to select here VHDL module. If you want to write Verilog code, then you have to select here Verilog module. Okay, these are the different options that is provided by this Xilinx ISC project navigator. So you have to select a VHDL module. Then next, now here, see, now right now what we are doing, we are actually writing our entity part. We have given the entity name, we have given the we have selected the language that we want to use. There are two options: Verilog module and VHDL module. So as we are writing a code in a VHDL module, we have to select VHDL module. So we have selected. Now here we have to specify how many inputs and outputs we will be requiring. We have to specify how many inputs and outputs will require. So for full adder, how many inputs we require? How many inputs we require? So A, here I have given A. You can use capital also, no problem. It is a one input. Then you have a second input B, third input C in, right? Here direction in, as it is an input, I have to select here in only. There are two options, in, out and in, out, right? So these are the inputs. So I have selected only input. And if you want to choose more than one bit input, then you have to select here as a bus. When you select here as a bus, then what happens? You have, it will show you the MSB and LSB. For example, if it is a 4-bit bus, then MSB will be 3 and LSB will be 0, obviously, for 4-bit. If you want to select the 8-bit input, now instead of at MSB, you have to select 7. That means 7 down to 0. 7 down to 0. Okay. But in case of full adder, we don't require this bus. So I will untick this option. We will select only 1 bit. See, if you select only this, by default, it will consider as it is a 1-bit input. If you want to select more than 1-bit input, then compulsory you have to select this bus. Okay. Okay. So I have unticked that bus option as we are going only 1 bit. Now this is all about input. What about output? For full adder, how many outputs are there? Sum, and second one is a carry, or I can use C out. Okay, I will give C out, or you can give C in, doesn't matter. Now, what about its direction? These are the outputs. So I have to select here out. I have to select here out. Now, this is what you have to set your entity part. This is what you have to set your entity part. Once you're done with this, you have to click next. And now here you will get the total entity list. Okay. Which architecture style name we are using? Behavioral. What is your entity name? Full add. That is I have given only, right? And this is the port description. So A, B, C in, C out. These are the pins, and it will mention here directions. A, B, C in is the input, and sum and C out are the outputs. It will give you the whatever you have selected in the entity. Okay, you have to click finish. Now this is what a ready-made library and entity part will appear in front of you. This is the library part. If you want to add library, after you can add here manually also, no problem. If you want to add, sorry, packages, this is the standard package, but in some cases we have used arith package also, unsigned package also. So there, after clicking this, you can add packages manually also. Same way, use IEEE dot standard underscore arith dot all. In this way, you can add package also, right? This is the entity part we have completed. Architecture behavioral of full add, this name I have decided only while setting the entity, right? Is after begin. Now here you have to click after begin, and now here you have to write your code. That means architecture part. Okay. So normally in case of full adder, we are using a behavioral also, but data flow also. Means we are using logical equations for sum and C out. Okay. So for sum, sum is equal to, what is logical equation for full adder in case of sum? Sum साठीचं इक्वेशन काय आहे? What is K-map derived equation for sum in case of full adder? A XOR B XOR C in, ended with the semi-comma. This is the sum. What about C out? What about C out? What is Boolean equation for the C out? A and B, A and B are B and C in or A and C in ended with the semi-comma. Am I right? Am I right? In case of full adder, these are the only two equations you have. बरोबर आहे का मी लिहिलेलं? Am I right?
Yes, sir, correct.
Yeah. This is your code. Now you have written code. Okay. You have written this library part is automatically appear. You have decided this entity part and you have written the architecture part also. That means the main architecture code. Okay. Now, in any software, in any language, once you have done with the code, what you do? Either you compile or synthesize, right? बरोबर आहे का नाही? तो कोड बरोबर लिहिलाय का नाही ते पण चेक करायला नको का? So in case of VHDL, there is no compilation, there is a synthesizer. There is a synthesizer which synthesize your code. Okay. So first of all, you have to save, right? You have to save your code. Now here in the left bottom side, there are different options it is given. So there you can find synthesize XT, right? There you can find synthesize XT. So you have to click on that add arrow. And now here you can see the option check syntax. You have to double click on that and it will check the syntax for your code. When the green tick will appear, that means what? Whatever the code that you have written, it is right. It is right, right? Now, there are more options also. You can view the RTL schematic view also. See here, this is the full adder. These are the 3 inputs. These are the 2 outputs. And when you again double click here, you will get the whatever the circuit inside that full adder. You can able to see that also. Okay. Let me zoom out. Yes. हे A, हे B, हे C in आणि हे C out आणि sum. म्हणजे तुम्ही जी एंटिटी सेट केली, इट्स अ ब्लॅक बॉक्स. त्या ब्लॅक बॉक्सच्या आत जे तुम्ही आर्किटेक्चर कोड लिहिला, इट इज ऍक्च्युअली लाईक दिस. ओके, इट इज ऍक्च्युअली लाईक दिस. So it's a technology schematic of that full adder. Okay. Now come back to our code. This is the code. Okay. The windows will get here generated. So where you want to shift, you can click on that window. It will get appear. Other you can close. Now we have synthesized. We have checked the schematic also. Now we have to execute this code, right? We have to execute this code. So how to execute this code? So in that case, we have to write a test bench for this VHDL code, right? what we supposed to do? We have to write a test bench for this VHDL code. How to do that? So first of all, now test bench will get executed in the simulation part. So first you have to shift to the simulation. There you can find this full adder behavioral. So you have to right click on that. Again, you will find a new source. You have to click on new source. Here you have to mention again the name for a test bench now. Full add underscore TB. TB is for test bench. Now here you have to take one precaution. Here now you don't need to select a VHDL module. Instead, you have to select a VHDL test bench because we are now writing a test bench code. Process is same. When to write a VHDL code, you have to select a VHDL module. You have to give a entity name. When you are writing a test bench, you have to select VHDL test bench and you have to give the entity name. Okay. Next, finish. Now you are into a VHDL test bench page. You are into a VHDL test bench page. Now, how to execute this? So you have to first comment this all constant part. You have to backsplash double horizontal lines. It will get commented. Means what? Synthesizer will not consider that lines in the synthesizing. तुम्ही सी मध्ये पण करता बघा, डबल बॅकस्प्लेस दिलं की तो कंपायलर ती लाईन कन्सिडर करतो का? नाही करत. तसं इथं ज्या लाईनच्या मागे तुम्ही डबल स्लॅश किंवा डबल डॅश देणार आहात ती लाईन कन्सिडर होत नाही. ओके. This entire constant part you have to skip. Okay. This entire part you have to comment. Means now it will not consider into a synthesizing process, or in a simple way you can see. And here now you have to write test bench in a stimulus part. After this, begin. Okay. Enter. Here you have to write parts manually. Here you have to write the test bench manually. Now tell me, for A is equal to 1, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, and C is equal to 1, what will be the probable sum and C out options? Calculate and tell me with using that equations. A1, B0, C in 1. What is sum? A XOR with B XOR with C. That means 1 XOR with 0 XOR with 1. What will be the output, or what will be the result? A XOR with 1 XOR with 0. You don't know XOR table. A XOR with 0, 1 XOR with 0 किती असतं? Can anyone? You have learned the digital technique subject, right?
1.
1, right? Then 1 XOR with 1.
0.
Right? All of you have agreed with this? 1 XOR with 0 XOR with 1 will be 0. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Srinath, then Meenakshi.
Yes, sir.
बरोबर आहे का? 1 XOR with 0 XOR with 1 बरोबर 0. That means for these inputs, we are expecting 0, sum as a 0. What about Cout? What about Cout? You can calculate from these equations, na? See these equations. A0 ANDed with B1. A0 and 1 किती येतं? 0. B is 0, Cin is again 1, 0. That means now 0 or with 0, 0. And A is 1, Cin is 1, 1. And 0 or with 1, 1. That means sum should get as a 0 and Cout we should get as a 1. Okay. कशासाठी? A1, B0, Cin 1 ह्या इनपुट साठी सम 0 आली पाहिजे आणि Cout 1 आलं पाहिजे. ओके, लेट अस चेक. आता आपण बघूया आपल्याला मिळतंय का. सो दॅट वी विल कन्फर्म दॅट व्हॉट एव्हर कोड वी हॅव रिटन इट इज राईट. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू define the values manually. C we will set as a 1. And one more thing that I forgot to tell you, whenever you are writing any single digit, you have to use a single quote. And when you are writing more than 1 bit, you have to use double quote. जेव्हा तुम्ही 1 बिट व्हॅल्यू लिहिताय तेव्हा तुम्हाला सिंगल कोट यूज करायचा आहे. आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही मोर दॅन 1 बिट व्हॅल्यू लिहिणार आहात इथे टेस्ट बेंच मध्ये किंवा एनीवेअर इन द कोड, VHDL कोड मध्ये, तेव्हा तुम्हाला डबल कोट मध्येच ती व्हॅल्यू लिहायची आहे. इट इज अ सिंटॅक्स. तसं का? तर तो सिंटॅक्स आहे. राईट, तो सिंटॅक्स आहे. सी कोड मध्ये आधी व्हॉइड मेनच का लिहायचं? इट इज सिंटॅक्स. इट इज सिंटॅक्स. राईट. सो A I have set to the 1 ended with semi-comma. B ची व्हॅल्यू आपण काय घेतलेली आहे? 0. Right? And what about Cin? Cin ची व्हॅल्यू आपण काय घेतलेली आहे? Okay. Now we have to check our results for these inputs. आपण मॅन्युअली कॅल्क्युलेट केलेले आहेत, पण आता सिम्युलेशन मध्ये पण ते मॅच होत आहेत का ते बघायचंय. सम काय आली पाहिजे? 0 आणि Cout काय आलं पाहिजे? 1 फॉर दीज प्रीडिफाईन्ड इनपुट्स. हे आपण प्रीडिफाईन केले, बरोबर आहे का नाही? आपण ठरवले इनपुट्स काय आहेत फॉर द सिम्युलेशन पर्पज. ओके, नाउ वी विल execute this. So first again same process you have to follow. You have to save this file. Okay, click on this test bench, click on this IC simulator, and here also you have to check the syntax. Here you will find the first behavioral check syntax. You have to double click. It's giving the warning where it is. So warning line number 88. So here, okay, this process, then where line number 38. Let me check if anything is. I need to count. $96. Save. Yes. Now it is okay. Okay. You have to comment this clock period also. Okay. whenever you find any clock process, you have to comment that, because we are not using any clock. Okay. Now, whatever the test bench we have written, it is okay. Now, you have to double click on this simulate behavioral model. You have to double click on this after checking a behavioral check syntax. You have to double click on this, and there you will get a simulation window. Right. So see, at this 100 nanosecond, काय आउटपुट मिळालं तुम्हाला? सम 0 and सी आउट 1. म्हणजे आपण जे कोड लिहिलेला आहे तो बरोबर आहे का नाही? इट इज राईट. फॉर A1, B0 and C in 1, this is what the output that we should get, and after simulation the same outputs we are getting. मिळते का नाही same output? Right. So there are again many things you can use. So you can here change this signal color. There are many options allowed. You can change the background color. You can change the signal color. Okay. So if I will select this white color, then see, this signal color will get changed to white. So similarly, for all this signal color, you can change it to white. See. Okay. So there are many options available. You can go. So at this exactly 100 nanoseconds, what is the output? For 101, sum is 0 and C out is 1. That means whatever code we have written, it is valid and it is right. समजलंय का सगळ्यांना how to execute code? And in this way, we are going to conduct other practicals also. So today we will conduct one more. We will continue with one more practical and we will stop. Okay. Which practical we should go for? Half adder. It is simple. Instead of that logical equations of full adder, you have to write just half adders and you are ready to go with half adders. Okay. Half adders तुम्ही करू शकता का? करायचं आहे half adder? हाफ एडर करायचं का? समजतंय का? I know in online it is very difficult to get the clear view, but you have to understood anyhow. समजतंय का? All of you. अरे समजते का नहीं?
Yes,
sir.
sir. समझ.
Okay. Okay. So what we will do now, we will continue next practical. Which one we should take, a comparator or a multiplexer? कुठलं घ्यायचं, comparator or a multiplexer? अरे कुठलं घ्यायचं?
Multiplexer.
Or next in a sequence we have a 3:8 decoder. Okay, so we will continue with that 3:8 decoder. Okay, any problem? Okay, we will continue with 3:8 decoder. Now you have to tell me, how to proceed with them. Let me share the screen again. Okay, now you have to tell me how to begin with. Now I have this startup window of this Xilinx ISC project navigator in front of me. How to proceed? Anyone can tell. We are going to perform now 3:8 decoder. श्रीनाथ फुलपति, गणेश कवडे, ऋषिकेश पोळ, मीनाक्षी,
Yes, sir.
ऐश्वर्या,
Going to file.
okay, let me. Okay, go file, then
New project.
very right, new project.
Name टाकायचं कोणतं?
Any name. Okay, here I will give name as a Sagar, no problem. Okay, next, finish. Okay, now this Sagar project is created. Now what to do?
New source.
कसं करायचं ते? Right click on this folder, then new source, and you have to make sure that this view should be on the implementation, right? हा view आहे तो implementation वर पाहिजे, not on a simulation, right? So it is in implementation. I have showed that. No new source. Now here I have to give the entity name. What entity name I have to give? काय नाव द्यायचं 3:8 decoder ला?
Behavior.
नाही, entity name. त्या एंटिटीला नाव काय द्यायचं? I will give 3:8 decoder. But see, I'm not able to give. What is reason? So you cannot start the name with the number, right? So decoder 3:8. Let me try. Yes, it is. एंटिटी नेम हे नंबर पासून तुम्ही सुरू करू शकत नाही. सॉफ्टवेअरच आपल्याला बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी शिकवतं. बघा ते मी नंबर दाबला तरी घेतला नाही त्यांनी. सो एंटिटी नेम शुड नॉट बी स्टार्ट विथ द नंबर. ओके, सो decoder 3:8 this entity name I have given. इथे काय सिलेक्ट करायचं? VHDL मॉड्यूल का VHDL टेस्ट बेंच? काय सिलेक्ट करायचं?
VHDL module.
Very right. VHDL module I have selected. Then next. Now in case of decoder, we have to set the entity. Entity means what? Output and inputs required. As we are performing 3 to 8 decoder, how many inputs we will require?
3.
3.
3, right? That means A0, A1, A2. So A is input. I will select bus and 2 down to 0, 3 bits. म्हणजे ह्याच्यातच A0, A1 आणि A2 सेट झालं. हे झालं इनपुट. What about output? I will give name for the output as a B. I will select here mode as a out. I will select as a bus because I will require more than 1 bit output. Now, for in place of MSB, for 8 bit, what I should write?
7.
Very right. 7 down to 0. That means now it's a 3-bit input and it's a 8-bit output. This is about entity. Okay. Next. So here you will get what is entity name we have given, decoder 3 to 8, behavioral style it is by default, and these are the inputs and outputs that you have set. Finish. And now here is your ready-made entity and library part. For decoder, any extra package we require? Any extra package we require along with this standard logic 1164? No, we don't require any extra package because here neither we are using any arithmetic operation and neither nor we are giving any signed and unsigned input. Okay, it's a simple transfer process. So this package is sufficient 1164. This is स्टँडर्ड लॉजिक वेक्टर 2 डाऊन टू 0, स्टँडर्ड लॉजिक वेक्टर 7. म्हणजे बघा आपण जसा कोड लिहितोय तसंच इथे येतंय का नाही? आपण जेव्हा कोड लिहितो तेव्हा आपण हेच लिहितो का नाही? सेम थिंग विल appear in the practical also. Now after begin we supposed to write a code. So I will copy paste this code here. Let me just arrange. Instead of don't care, what I will select? All 0. Instead of don't care, we will set as a all 0. Okay. Ata, this is the code. So I have used the case statement. Case A is when 0, 0, 0, B will get 0, 0, 0, 1. When 0, 0, 1, B will get 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Likewise, you have to proceed with the 8 combinations. बरोबर आहे? 3 इनपुट आहे तर मॅक्सिमम किती कॉम्बिनेशन्स असणार आहे? 2⁻3, 8. For 3 inputs, you will get maximum 8 outputs, right? Not more than 8 outputs. So I have given here all 8 conditions and one more extra for any other random value. Okay. Now, next. Ata, this is what code we have written. Now for next step is what we have to synthesize this. आता आपल्याला हे काय करायचं आहे? Synthesize करायचं आहे, right? What is next process to synthesize this code? Sanga. We have to select this decoder, right? It is already selected. First, we have to save this. It is saved, or you can even simply press Control S also. It will get saved. Control S सुद्धा करू शकता तुम्ही save करायला. It will get saved. Okay. Now you have to go to this synthesize. Here you will find check syntax. You have to double click on this. Yes. There is one error. Where is that? Line 40. Here. क्या error है? Unexpected case statement. Case A is. Or sometimes this will also create some problems. So we will delete this. Let me delete this. Save. Again, I will check the syntax. Now in line 41. What is no case A is right for this. Check what mistake I have made here. What mistake I have made here? Check. I have made one mistake. What is that? One mistake I have made. I have used the case, but I have not ended it, or maybe I have given you the hint. Can anyone? So here after begin, I have to mention the process, right? Process A, right? Now after process, again, I have to mention begin. Okay, now it is a case statement I can use after this begin. After this begin, I can use case statement. Now, as I have started the case, first of all, I have to end the case. I have started the process. I have to end process also. Now let's check if it is get executed or not. Save. Okay, then check syntax. Then also one error at 54 line. We will mention when other case also. Now here, I have to use double quote. Why? Why I have used here double quote? Why I have used here double quote? Because it's a more than one bit, right? So I have to use double quote. Then save, and again check syntax. Now it's okay. Okay. Now it's okay. So I have to use process, then begin, then case. Now, next part is what now? You can see here the technology schematic also. So this is the entity part, A2 down to 0, that means 3-bit, A0, A1, A2. This is the output, 7 down to 0, that means from B0 to B7. And once you double click on this box, you will get a clear view of what is inside that black box. So this is how the decoder works. This is the internal circuit of decoder, right? And now तुम्ही जेव्हा मॅन्युअली करणार असाल तेव्हा हे सगळं तुम्हाला करावं लागत होतं. But with the help of hardware description language, once you have writing the code, the circuitry, it is generating automatically, right? तुम्ही जेव्हा मॅन्युअल डिझाईन करता तेव्हा हे सगळं तुम्हाला करणं अपेक्षित आहे. You have to attach these cords, attach these wires, and you have to use different ICs and different buffers, and then you have to build a circuit of 3S2 decoder. But with the help of this, right, it is automatically generated. What you have written only, you have written a code, hardware description language code, and the circuit is ready with you. That's why we are using hardware description languages. Getting the things? Okay. Now this is with the coding part. Now we will switch to the simulation. Okay. We will switch to the simulation part. How to switch to the simulation? First, switch to this simulation, right? Then this decoder 3S2 this VHDL entity we have already, you have to right click, new source, then the same name you can give underscore TB. So the same name we can use here also, decoder 328 underscore TB. TB is for test bench. This is for our understanding. It is not hard and fast that every time you should mention TB. ते केलंच पाहिजे असं काही नाहीये. TB लिहिलंच पाहिजे असं काही नाही. But to understand which one is your VHD code and which one is the test bench code, we are mentioning the test bench. Okay. So here you have to select VHDL test bench. Next, next, finish. If you are not saving the file before executing, it will by default, it will ask you, you have to say yes. What happened? Okay. There is some issue with the simulator. Let me check once again. Okay. So simulator part, behavioral. Right click, new source, VHDL test bench. Here I will only mention them decode.tb. Okay, next, next, finish. Okay. Okay. Now this is the test bench window that we get. What we supposed to do? We have to comment all this clock process. Okay. This part also. And after here, okay. Now again we have to synthesize this. Okay. So this decode TB, you have to select this. You will get this IC simulator. Okay, first we need to mention any code. So for A is our input. Okay. For A is the input. कुठली value select करूया? We will select 101. Okay. A we have selected 101. म्हणजे आता A जेव्हा आपण 101 सिलेक्ट करू, which output it will get selected? Which output it will get selected? Sixth output, right? Sixth output. बरोबर नाही, 6वी पिन ते सिलेक्ट करणार आहे. For 101, sixth output should be get selected. Let us check. So this is the code. Behavioral check syntax. Save, yes. It is okay. Simulate behavioral model. It is clear. This is the output. Okay. This is the 10 nanosecond, 10 nanosecond delay we have given. Now you can see here. For this 110, the value it got selected is the this here. 001 all 0. You can see here. See, depending upon which MSB and which LSB you are selecting, you can get the reverse combinations also, right? MSB कुठलं सिलेक्ट करता आणि MSB सिलेक्ट करता. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल तिथं जर का मी while selecting the entity, if I have selected MSB as a 0 and LSB as a 7, then it will get रिव्हर्स ऑर्डर. म्हणजे त्या केसमध्ये मग काय येणार, 000 ला 7th आउटपुट सिलेक्ट होणार, 8th आउटपुट सिलेक्ट होणार आणि 111 ला 0th फर्स्ट आउटपुट सिलेक्ट होणार. दॅट मीन्स 0th वन. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन विच MSB and LSB you are using, you will get the results. राइट? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना? We will try one more thing. Okay, let me close this. Let us try one more. Which input we should select now? कुठलं इनपुट घ्यायचं? 111. Okay. Okay. Same process. Save. Okay. Check behavioral syntax. It is okay. Simulate behavioral model. Now for 111, it is 1 all 0 and it is there. It is there. Okay. You can see here. For 111, you will get 1 all 0. Means whatever code we have written, it is right. समजलंय सगळ्यांना? समजलंय का? All of you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Fine. So in today's session, we have completed in all first 2 practicals. That means practical number 2 and 3. In next practical session, we will go with the remaining one. Okay. If you have any doubt, query, you can ask me right now. Otherwise, we will stop here. कोणाला काही शंका? And what I will suggest, at least for a practical day, those who are staying nearby, they can come to the college, no problem. Okay.